Morning, morning. So welcome to week 1 of strength training. Let's get our body moving to start with. So squat down and we'll just bring your arms above your head. Just scoop it down. Whoosh. Whoosh. Nice and loose. Don't hold anything. Obviously, if you've got anything going on in your back, you shouldn't be doing this. Everyone else, it's a really good release. Get your whole body moving. Okay, feel free to put your own music on, so you haven't got to listen to me. You can just watch the moves. Listen to me the first time, just so you're getting the technique right. I try not to waffle too much, but hey ho, you know me. Right, and above your head, stretch, stretch. We always miss out the stretch or the warm-up and just get straight into it. But I've learned over the years, it's a force economy. Right, legs wide, knees are going out the same way as your toes. I don't think you can see my feet. Yeah, force economy to skip this part because you're just going to injure yourself. So just invest that little 5 minutes in a little warm up, get everything moving. Right, shoulders back, and the elbow up and back. Just warming up those shoulder blades. Really complicated system of muscles through your shoulders and your back. So it's good to get them all nicely warmed up and creaking away. I don't know if yours are, mine creak a bit when I do this. Right, forward. So we're doing a bit of front crawl. It's the summer and it's sunny and we're in the ocean. Yeah. Keep going. Whoosh. Sound effects are optional. Okay, so we're going to do a little reverse lunge. I'm going to move the camera because you can't actually see me. I've turned it around. You keep doing your reverse lunges. I'm just going to move you back a bit. Sort of, that's it. Okay. Right, now to the side. So we're going to step squat, step squat, step squat. Right, legs wide apart. Keeping your legs nice and straight. Depending on your flexibility, you might only touch your knees, or you might be able to get right down to the floor. Okay, so rotating through, getting that, your back nice and twisted. I'm sure there's a technical word for that. Okay, keep going. Feeling warmer? Yeah. A little bit more flexible. Excellent. Right, we're going to go into our first exercise, so grab some weight. So, if you're new to the strength training, you can choose some really light weights. Basically, I'll talk to you as we go through, but we want to feel that you're doing something by the end of each set. Okay, so I'm starting off with 4s, I think. Holding your elbows in at your waist, because you're going to do a bicep curl. So your hands are slightly in, a bit closer. So they're not like this. We're in a little bit, and then you're going to curl up and down. Okay? Just keeping those elbows in at your waist. You don't want to be swinging about, there's no point, because that helps you. We want it controlled from your elbow. We're going to do 10 of each exercise, but I have lost count because I was chatting. But I think that's about 10. Okay. Then we're going to leave it a little shake about. We You're doing 3 sets. So if you're new to this, you're going to perhaps go through this exercise once, these different exercises. We're going to do one of each exercise, and then we're going to do it, repeat it 3 times. If you're new to it, you lunge it once. If you're progressing, you'll do it twice, and then your ultimate aim is to do it 3 times. Now, that's where the magic happens in the 3rd set. Okay, so we want to progress to that point that you can get to 3 sets. Okay, so the next exercise in this 1st set is a squat. So imagine you've got a chair behind you and you're going to sit down on it. Okay, you can do this without the weights if you're a beginner. What a lot of people do wrong with a squat is their weight goes forward and you can feel it too much in your knees. You want to sit back as if there's a chair behind. So I won't get very deep on my squats because I've got hip issues. You should be able to get a little bit deeper than me. If you're starting out, you won't, but as you progress, you can get that little bit deeper, pushing through. Okay? 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now we're going to go straight onto a bent over row. So pull your tummy in, stick your bum out. See my back straight? Then we want to pull up, your elbows are coming just past your waist. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What a lot of people do wrong with this one is that you just go forward. See that curve in my back? Is you're going to hurt your back. Okay, so it's important to stick your bum out, yeah, keep the back flat. Okay, we've done that one. Now we're going to go on to deadlift. So if you've got the luxury of a few different weights, then go up to a heavier weight for a deadlift. Okay, because you can carry a lot more for this one. Okay, so with the weights this time, we're going to imagine it's a bar, straight bar. Okay, we're going to shove that bum, so we're doing that hip hinge like we did with the row, where our bum shoves back, and like you see, my back is flat. Okay, and I'm going to come down to a point where the furthest I can go is there. I'm not rolling my shoulders over to get to the floor, because that will hurt my back. I'm just going to come up because I want to hurt my back. But yeah, keep that back flat. And you just basically keep the bar or the weights as close to your body as you can without hitting them. And they track your legs all the way down. So come down to as low as you can without rounding your shoulders. And then as you come up, you squeeze your bum. Down we go. And squeeze. You should feel it all the way down the back of your legs into your bum. 4, 5, 6. So it's nice and slow. No point rushing this one. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so putting those down. They're my heavy ones, so I use them for my deadlift. Okay, this next one, we're picking up with your normal weights. We're going to do reverse lunges. Okay, so with a reverse lunge, we're stepping back. This back knee is coming to the floor. I'm nice and upright. It's going to lean in. Yeah, so, and then I'm pushing forward. Then you switch the other leg, go back and down. When we do the next set, we'll go through them a bit more quicker. I just want you to get the right technique. So that's number 4. We're doing 20 of these, there's 10 on each leg. 5, 6, you struggle with your knees or your toes on this one, obviously you can just step it out and not come down as low. Yeah? Lost track now. 15. 16. Yeah, if you're not concentrating, you lose your balance. 17. 18. This is quite a good core workout where you're on, you know, one leg. You're having to stabilise yourself through your core. So pull your tummy in nice and tight. Right, that's enough of those ones. Okay, what's next? Okay, we're going to do shoulder press. Okay, so above your head. So again with those, your normal weights. So you're bringing them in, a bit closer. Okay, so they're sitting on your shoulders or near your shoulders. They're a little bit in front of you. And you're going to push up. Down here. Okay, so here we go, 10 of these. 1, 2. Brilliant. Right, now we're going onto the floor. So I'm getting on my mat and we're going to start off with a chest press. Okay, so laying on your back, we're going to do a chest press. Okay, but so I know for some people you struggle to get down onto the floor. Okay, so imagine this step is a chair, so it'll be a bit higher, won't it? So sitting into a chair, lean with your back onto the back of the chair, and then you can do your chest press from there. Okay, if you get on the floor, let's get on the floor. Okay, a bit close to the wall here. So from your chest, yeah, so from your booty area, we're coming straight up and down. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now we're doing a Russian twist, so we're only going to do it with one weight, and we're going to come feet in front, squashed up so you can see me. Right, so we're going to just bring the weight from one side over to the other. So from the front, so you can see what I'm doing. Just from here, straight over to here, okay? If you find that one quite easy, you can lift your feet. Yeah, that just makes it a bit harder. Or if you want the chair option, you're going to sit in your chair and you're just going to come round like that. Very similar exercise. It's harder on the floor. Whoop, she says. Right, so here we go. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's nice, isn't it? Nice. Okay, we're going to jump up. No, we're not. I missed one out. Okay, we're going to do it overhead. So the weight is over your head, and you're bringing it up with straight arms, and then you're just going to look through your knees. So you're not coming right up, but your shoulders are coming off. Up and over. Okay? If that's too much with the weight, then just do it with your arms. So just do it with straight arms, up and over. But it just gives you an extra little bit of joy if you've got a weight in your hands. Oh yeah! Okay, hopefully you was going. So the next set we're going to do, we've still got a couple more exercises. The next set we're going to go through a bit quicker without too much explaining. And 2 more of those. So if you're going to do this workout again, you might want to still use this as a nice warm-up set, or you can skip forward to, you know, whiz through it a little bit more efficiently once you know what you're doing. Okay, so this next one we're going to do triceps. So you know those finger wings that we hate? So that hip hinge again, you remember when we pull our tummy in, shove our bum back to keep our back straight. Okay, elbows in at the waist, and then just extending. So again, there's no swinging, none of that. Elbows in at the waist, pushing back, and you should feel it straight away in your tricep. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and the last one on this little set is a calf raise. Okay, we struggle with our calves as we get older, especially when we switch from our high heels back to the trainers. You know the pain. Okay, so we want nice strong feet and nice strong calves. And this is, you probably can't see it because my feet fell to the bottom of the thing, is I'm just going up onto my toes. Very simple. Okay, but we're not going up and collapsing straight back down, we're going up and controlling it and coming down. She said, collapsing. Okay, so up onto your toes, hold it for a little while, back down. 4, whoop. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that going through that with me waffling was about 8 or 9 minutes. So the next one through will be a bit quicker. Let's time it what we're at. We're at 17 minutes because obviously we did a warm up and a chat. Okay, we're going to go straight into the bicep curl. So next time you do this, you can skip it to 17 minutes and then just repeat the quicker one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and if you're going straight onto a different muscle part, like we are now, we're doing a squat, you don't need a rest in between. If we was to work the same muscle again, then you'd want to rest it for a minute, or maybe more, depending on how heavy. You don't want to carry on overloading that same muscle unless that's the intention. Sometimes we want to do that. But for this, that's why I'm switching from one part, like upper body to lower body, so you don't have to have a rest. I've lost track. One more. Okay, straight into upright row. So that flat back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching to my heavier weights. Don't worry if you don't have heavier weights, just go with the flow. Go with what you've got. Straight deadlift, so straight back, straight legs. So whenever I say straight legs, don't lock your knees out. Want softer knees, but keeping that leg straight will make sure you're working the posterior chain, which is those muscles down the back of your body. So as you come up, you really want to squeeze your bum, squeeze those glute muscles. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so now we are doing, lost my thing, reverse lunge. 20 of these. 1, 2, a bit quicker. 3, 4. 12. We're doing extra of these because obviously we have 2 legs, so we want 10 for each. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Right, let's get on the floor. Okay, straight into chest press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Next one is our Russian twist. So we're coming up, over to the side. If you find that easy, get your feet up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, full arm overhead sit up. Okay, so this time try and crunch up just a little bit further. I don't want you coming right up, but just before we were just getting our shoulders off. Now I want to get our upper back off. Yeah, look through your knees, keep your arms straight. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Oh, is that all the floor ones? I think it might be. Right, we're coming up to our tricep extension. So hip hinge, tummy in, back straight, elbows in at the waist, pushing back. 2, 3, 4, squeeze. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can count really. Okay, last one. Calf raises. Up on your toes, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Okay, how long did that next set take? It took about 6 minutes. So when you take me waffling out, it's 6 minutes for a set. So we're going to go on to our final set. We have a little rest in between each set. Okay, so that's you put the effort in all the way through each set, and then you have a recovery, and then you bash straight back into the next set. If you don't have a long enough rest in between, the quality of each set gets worse and worse. Okay, the other thing while we're having our little recovery, have a drink, whatever you need, is how much weight do you lift? So we want to get to the point where this third set is quite difficult. Now I've gone a bit lighter because I know I've got to talk all the way through it, okay? But normally by the time I get to my third set, there's a lot of groaning and quite a lot of grumbling. If you're new to it, you don't want to be at that point yet, but you know, you do want to get to that point because that's when the magic happens, that's when we get stronger, okay? And that muscle starts to firm up a bit. Are we ready for the last set? Let's see how long this one takes us. So we're starting at 24 minutes. I'll be putting a test on later, see if you remember at what point did the last set start. 24 minutes. So twice now. Bicep curling. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did that hurt? Yep, good. Did it not hurt? Upper weight. Squat. 1, 2. You should be able to squat with heavier weights. You should be able to sort of switch between and go quite heavy on the squats. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bent over row. Stick your bum out. Flat back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what are we doing next? Deadlift. So I'm going heavy, okay, deadlift. 1. So these are controlled, don't try and do these quickly. 2, 3, 4, 5, lunge, 20 of these. I'm a bit bored of these already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, they make you out of breath, don't they, them ones? Okay, we're going on the floor with our chest press. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably go heavier on these ones as well. 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. That's a bit easy, wasn't it? Could have gone heavier. Okay, that's what you have to little question yourself. Could have gone easier. Okay, Russian twist. Side to side. And put my feet up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember, you can always do those in the chair. Okay, over, straight arm over. 1. Coming up a little bit further. 2. 'So you breathe out on the effort, which is the up bit, hold that bit. 7, 8, 9, 10. But the weight, believe it or not, actually helps you get yourself up on those. Okay, so we're on our feet, tricep extension, hip hinge, gone back, flat back, elbows in, 1, 2, 3, press, press, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, very last one. Have a little stretch. So calf raises, up onto your toes. 1. Ooh. Third set, you're going to feel these. You should feel them. If not, get that weight up. 8, 9, and 10. Yes, well done. Good effort. How did you find it? Too hard? Then maybe just do 2 sets or less weight. Too easy? Then stick with 3 sets, but you need to up your weight. There's different ways of strength training. So, you know, sometimes we'll do 12 repetitions, sometimes we do 10, sometimes we do 8, and sometimes you only do 1. Okay, so it really depends what method of training you want to do. So a lot of people do, if any of you got sons and they're knocking out sets in the gym, they'll probably do 3 repetitions, but it's much heavier, much heavier. But for those, really squeezing those shoulder blades open. So for those, there's a much higher risk of injury if your form's wrong. So if you're doing something on your own, I'd go the lighter weight, more repetitions. If you're working out in the gym and you've got someone spotting you or helping you, then you go heavier and they're shorter, but you need much more recovery time. So if we did, you know, upright row, for instance, we're going to do a hamstring. So heel on the floor, shove your bum back. So yeah, if I was doing an upright row and just doing 3 of those, okay, I'd probably want 2 or 3 minutes to recover from that before I did another set. That's why I like to work at like between 8 and 10 reps for me personally, because I've got ants in my pants and I'm not very good at waiting to recover. Okay, right, the other side. So you find something that suits you, but again, it's those 3 sets isn't like, oh, it's true, it's easier. It's not. It's much tougher because you're putting in that power. You'll be lifting much heavier weights, which obviously I wouldn't do if you're over the net. I can't see what you're doing, see? So it's much safer to go lighter. Okay, wide legs, come down. I didn't measure how long that last set was, but it was probably another 6 minutes, wasn't it? So what are we on now? 31 minutes, so say 30 minutes if I'm not waffling and you just get on with it. So it's really simple strength workout. You've worked all the muscles in the body. Okay, I'm feeling better. You feeling better? Feeling a bit more lively. You don't want to feel exhausted after a workout. You want to feel like you've done something. Okay, so if you're quite a stiff person, you can go on and do one of my mobility videos. If you haven't got access to them, ask me on one of the chats and I'll send it through to you. Most of my YouTube channel is private, so they're not on there unless I share them with you. So, okay, oh, I'm out of breath. So yeah, good workout. See you next time.